fennel. So we're going to talk about fennel so that you'll know. Oh, thanks, Elise. So that you'll know how good this oil is, because it's good for a lot of things. So with the free product of the month, I think you guys all know, 125 LRP order by the 15th, and you get it free. And then the other oil we're going to talk about today is ginger, and it is 10% off this month. Okay, let's see. Are you seeing just the fennel and the same thing, Ida, or did it switch?
Now I can see it.
Okay, well, there.
Okay,
there. Can you see a plant now?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, so this is fennel. This is what a fennel plant looks like. And I think it's really pretty, especially with the sunlight shining on it the way they've got it. So fennel is an evergreen perennial native to the Mediterranean and is now typically grown in urban vegetable gardens. It's got a licorice flavor and aroma. It produces flowers, fragrant leaves, and mostly fennel seeds. And the oil is extracted from the fennel seeds. It's steam distilled. I can't talk this morning. Steam distilled. So first, as always, we're going to talk about the emotional benefits. Fennel is the oil of responsibility. It supports the individual who has a weakened sense of self. The individual may feel defeated by life's responsibilities, having little or no desire to improve their situation. Have you felt like that every once in a while in your life? I know I have. It encourages the soul to take full ownership and responsibility for its choices. Fennel encourages individuals to live in integrity with themselves despite the judgments of others. So through the attunement with the body's actual needs, this is a great thing. Fennel can curb cravings for sugar, for excess eating, and for all experiences that dull the senses. This oil then supports the individual in hearing the body's signals of hunger, thirst, satiation, or exhaustion. It is supportive in regaining one's appetite for nourishment, food, and life itself. So the negative emotions are lack of desire, unwilling to take responsibility, shameful, weak sense of self, numb to body signals. The positive properties are responsible, in tune with your body, and satiated or fulfilled. So you don't, so you can put a drop of fennel under your tongue and you won't be craving. I'm not sure it would get my cravings for chocolate, but maybe. So some of the top properties are it's antispasmodic, galactagogue, which promotes lactation, diuretic, mucolytic, something like that. It helps get rid of mucus. Digestive, anti-inflammatory, anti-parasitic, antiseptic, antitoxic, and an expectorant. So some of the benefits and things that it does is if you have cut yourself or wounded yourself in some way, then fennel might be something that you want to consider. So that I can post this on YouTube, I'm trying to keep this very compliant. So if I say something that you really have no clue what I'm talking about, you can put it in the chat or you can text me and ask. So fennel oil has a relaxing effect on your body, including the muscles in the intestinal region. So if you have something with your intestines, hi Cassie, if you've got something in your intestines that is not working right, fennel can help soothe that and relax your muscles so that it will work well. It can also increase the movement of cells in the small intestine of infants. So lots of times you have infants that are really in a lot of distress and cry and cry and cry and cry. Then putting a very diluted drop of fennel on their feet or on their abdomen will help with that condition. It is a really, it's high in antioxidants that also have antimicrobial characteristics. So that helps fight against free radical damage. It can help clear the bowels and get rid of gas and bloating and provide you much needed relief for your intestines. So this is an interesting thing. Fennel, hopefully all of this is interesting. Fennel is a volatile oil, which means it evaporates rapidly, passing off readily in the form of vapor, and therefore possibly providing relief sooner than later. This process is part of what helps with digestion. So you can simply rub 2 drops of fennel combined with a carrier oil onto your tummy for quick relief. It can also boost your metabolism. When your metabolism is going faster, then we get lots of added benefits that our clothes may fit better. How's that for being compliant? So some of the things we've talked about, one of the things you can do is add it to your toothbrush to fight sweet tooth cravings, or to antimicrobial benefits for your gums. You can add 1 to 2 drops to a glass of warm water or chamomile tea for an unhappy stomach. You can combine 1 drop of fennel with 1 or 2 drops of lavender and rub on your neck, chest, and cup over your hands and breathe, and that will help you relax. When your stomach is talking back to you, you can also add it to a cup of peppermint tea, and I think I said it, but maybe not. Add it with some fractionated coconut oil and just rub it on your stomach. I love this one. If you're feeling sluggish or bloated, take fennel internally. That can be in a glass of warm water or tea, or putting it in a capsule that you can use it for. So fennel is also great in cooking. So you can use it with dips and salads. And on the doTERRA website, they've got quite a few recipes that use fennel in it. Or you can, if you want a savory, strong flavor, then you can add it. With fennel, it's a strong enough one that start by adding just a toothpick worth. And then you can always add another toothpick. So the toothpick, then stick it down in the hole of your bottle, the orifice reducer thingy, and get just a little bit on it and swirl it around in your soup or whatever you're doing it in. And then you can also always get another toothpick and add another drop. Because once you put an essential oil in, you can't lessen the intensity of it. So always start small. And then if you've made a dish, and like if you've made some soup and it took 5 toothpicks worth to get it to the flavor you want, then I would say you could add a small drop. If you need to be able to focus, you can diffuse fennel, and it will help you focus on things and be productive. It can help with menstrual issues that you can apply to your abdomen or take 1 or 2 drops in a capsule. If, Elise, this one is for you, and Cassie for future reference. If you are breastfeeding and you have a low milk supply, then you can use it in a capsule or in a glass of water, and it will increase your milk supply. Victoria has used it for that. So there is a possible skin sensitivity, and then also the organic element known as transanethol boosts the production of the estrogen hormone. So pregnant women, or if you've had breast cancer, uterine cancer, or tumors, you probably ought to talk to your doctor and be very careful and cautious about that. And if you have epilepsy, which I don't think any of us do, then you should probably avoid it for that. Okay, so let's see if this works. Maybe. There. Okay. Now do you see a picture of Ginger?
Yes.
Oh, good. Thanks. You're the only one with your microphone on, so you've got to be my eyes, Ida.
Okay.
So on the on my left, hopefully it's on your left, then it's the ginger plant, and then on the right is a picture of the ginger. They lots of times call it a ginger root, but it's not actually a root, it's a rhizome, which is part of the underground stem of the ginger plant. And I think all of us have probably seen, in the grocery store they call it ginger root, but I think we've seen it in the grocery store. And the oil is steam distilled from the rhizome. But it's actually like this, this field back in the background, it looks like it's a really pretty, really green plant, so that's great. So ginger is 10% off this month, and it's all month. The fennel is just the free oil until the 15th. The ginger is 10% off the entire month. So it is widely known for adding spice and flavor to popular dishes. doTERRA sources its ginger essential oil from Madagascar, Indonesia, and Kenya, and it's steam distilled from the rhizome. The Chinese and Indians have used ginger tonics to treat ailments for over 4,700 years. And it was one of the first ones that they used in the spice trading business across Asia, Africa, Europe, and India. And then by the 13th and 14th century, the value of a pound of ginger was equivalent to the cost of a sheep. That's pretty surprising, huh? By medieval times, it was being imported in preserved form to be used in sweets. In fact, Queen Elizabeth I of England is credited with the invention of gingerbread men. So, and I think we've all had, I love gingerbread cookies. So ginger is the oil of empowerment. Ginger holds no reservations. It powerfully persuades individuals to be fully present and participate in life. It teaches that to be successful in life, one must be wholly committed to it. Ginger addresses deep patterns of victim mentality, which is evidenced by feelings of powerlessness, believing everything is outside one's control, refusing to take responsibility for life, or blaming life circumstances on other people or outside influences. Ginger empowers individuals to take complete responsibility for their life circumstances. It infuses a warrior-like mentality based on integrity, personal responsibility, and individual choice. Doesn't that sound empowering to think of us that we can be a warrior for ourselves and we can improve our situations? Individuals see themselves as the creators of their own lives. They choose their own destiny. The empowered individuals assume full responsibility and accountability for the consequences of their actions or inactions. So the negative emotions that it combats are victim mentality, powerlessness, unwilling to take responsibility, defeated, not present, stuck, or blaming others. The positive properties are empowered, committed, capable, purposeful, and accountable. So the top properties are anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, digestive stimulant, laxative, analgesic, stimulant, decongestant, neurotonic, and antiseptic. So the uses and benefits, one is in cooking. With with all of the essential oils, you can use them to replace the dried spices that you have. And Ida sent me a thing that her sister had sent her that I'm going to post in our Facebook group within the next day or two, that shows you, like, if you need a teaspoon of ginger, you use 1 drop of the oil. And it gives you the equivalent of what amount of oil you would use to replace it in a recipe. So ginger may help reduce occasional nausea when taken internally. So it's a good oil for take it on the go. This helps with morning sickness. It helps with motion sickness, with cars, if you're on windy roads or a really long car drive, then ginger oil, you can inhale it. A friend that I have put a drop in her hand and then rubbed it just right behind her ear, and that helped a lot. We also have the ginger drops now, and you can just suck on one of those and that will help with your car sickness. You can also use it as an abdominal massage. It can help reduce bloating and gas when taken internally. So if you are having a big workout, if you work out a lot and then you're feeling all bloated, then you can put on some ginger, just smell ginger, and it will help you feel better. When you're diffusing it, if you diffuse balanced, just straight ginger, it will help give you a balanced, grounded feeling. For a soothing tropical blend, try 3 drops of wild orange, 2 drops of ylang ylang, and 2 drops of ginger in your diffuser. You can diffuse it with peppermint and cardamom to manage feelings of nausea. I thought there was one more, but I can't remember. So you can also add it to your smoothies, or green or regular, or your favorite drinks, and it will help calm you down and help soothe your digestive system. It can support healthy joint function because of the antioxidant benefits. You can use it. So this is a precaution, and I might say this again, but it's important. Ginger is a hot oil, so you want to be very careful if you put it on straight. And it's probably safer to just put it on, put a little bit of a drop of fractionated coconut oil and the drop of ginger, and it will, then it won't hurt. But it is a warming, if you want a stimulating warming massage. You can use it for an uplifting aroma. It will help if you get a cut and it starts looking red and nasty, then ginger is an antiseptic, so it can help with that situation. It is anti-inflammatory, so remember, you can use it where you need to use that. When you have a lot of head tension, then I know I use peppermint on my temples. You can try ginger because sometimes headaches, inflammation can be the source of some headaches, so that might be something that you could try. It's a natural aphrodisiac. It helps relieve anxious feelings and exhaustion. So you can, you could maybe add it to your diffuser at night because it will help relax you. But also, if you need courage, then you can, remember, it's the oil of empowerment, so you can use it for that. It supports liver function. They've done a lot of tests and some scientific research that shows that it is very supportive of your liver function. It can be helpful in reducing the cravings if you have an alcohol addiction problem. It can also support sprains and broken bones. Dilute and apply to the sprain or break to promote healing. If you're taking a blood thinner, then talk to your doctor before you use ginger because it may increase the risk of bleeding. if you are on medication for diabetes, then be careful because it might lower your blood sugar level. Or if you are on high blood pressure medication, you need to be really careful about ginger because it might take your blood pressure too low. So one of the things that are possible, and I'm just going to assume with you three that you all want these, so I'll send them to you. Discover Brilliant Solutions has got these great flyers about individual oils. And this one is the one about fennel. And if you don't want it, let me know. Otherwise, I will assume that all 4 of you want this and I'll send it to you. It's something that Laura Jacobs does, but there's a recipe for apple fennel salad. There's some fun facts up here. There's 161 published studies on the benefits of fennel, the oils that it works well with, the aromatic description. I think you all know it smells like licorice, which is the reason that I'm not going to be putting it underneath my tongue. But most of you are brave and like licorice, and so you will, like black licorice, and so you will. This is one of the ingredients that is it's in Slim and Sassy, and it's in Digest Zen. So it's got common uses, and it's got some diffuser blends for Fierce Focus, Summer Sunrise, A Walk in the Grass. And then there's a link here that will take you to a doTERRA website where you can learn more. And then there's this one on ginger that has kind of the same things. It's got a ginger lime zinger smoothie that you can try. So I will